Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to No Man's Land. Ghost Child 85. Hello there. Thanks for joining the stream. And to anyone else who may be there as well. This is the 9th episode. Alexand 629, hi. Just checking on my chickens here. We're doing pretty good on food, it looks like. Yeah, we're doing all right on food. I think we'll start the day by selling some eggs. And I think we'll sell lettuce as well. I know it's not really peak season yet for selling lettuce. Patmond93, hello there, and welcome. Let's take a look at the price chart for lettuce. Yeah, it's actually the worst time to sell lettuce right now. But it'll still get us 2,600 per 1,000 liters, which is not too bad. So, yes, Alex. Yeah, I forgot about that, but I do remember you. Yes, and thanks for coming back. Yeah, so in the last stream we made some upgrades to the farmyard. So I got myself a nice new shed to store all my vehicles, and I relocated the shed that I was using before. Well, maybe relocate is a strong word. I sold it and then rebuilt it. I can see that I've got some foliage poking through, so yeah, look at this tree is kind of right in the wall. So I think I'll get rid of these trees. In fact, maybe we'll do that today as well. We'll get rid of trees. We'll have to build a sawmill or something so that we have a place to take them. To take the wood to be sold. But the sawmill's not too expensive on this map, so it's only 20,000 bucks. But for now, we'll get in the JCB here and we'll connect our trailer and we'll load up the eggs and lettuce and take that to the market. See what we can get for it. There we go. And now that I'm using an auto load trailer, I may sell my forklift. We'll see. I'll think about it a little bit. But this is an auto loading trailer, as you can see. You know, for a while we've been using the forklift to load pallets, and it's kind of fun once in a while. But when you're doing it like every month, it starts to get a little tedious. So that's why I decided to use the auto loader. Yeah, you know, the stream before this one is I did upload it. And I was hoping to publish it before today, but unfortunately it wasn't ready. Once I upload it, I have to wait for YouTube to process it into the high definition and low definition or standard definition versions. And as of last night, it was still processing the high def version, so I didn't release it. But I'll do a better job with that in the future. Getting the streams put on YouTube in a more timely manner. Because typically I've been like a stream behind on YouTube. So this is stream number 9, I think, and stream number 8 is not on YouTube yet. However, if you can see the VODs on Twitch as well. So they're available on Twitch as soon as I finish the stream. So if you don't see it on YouTube, and you're curious and you don't mind putting in a little bit of effort, you can check on my Twitch page and you'll be able to find it there. But yeah, I understand that's not really ideal for anybody, so I'll try to do better with that. All right, let's get this sold, and then yeah, I think we'll build ourselves a sawmill. We'll get rid of some trees to get a little bit more space behind those sheds, and then we'll start working our fields. In fact, maybe we'll just put a worker on the fields while we're taking care of the trees ourselves. All right, it's about time we do some multitasking here. Yeah, in fact, while I'm here, for the collection of logs, there is a trailer that I would like to get. So let me pick up the log trailer. It's fairly inexpensive. I think it's like $3,500 or so. Hey, Doris. It's in forestry equipment. Yeah, this one. Okay, apparently that is a mod. I think I got it on Mod Hub. So this should be available on console as well. But yeah, $3,800, and this trailer can hold about 2 or 3 trees worth of logs. I've been using it on another map in my spare time, and if you cut the logs to about 5 to 6 meters, it works out really well with this trailer, and you can fit quite a lot of wood on it. Okay, all right, good. Yeah, thanks, Alex. Appreciate that. Let's see if we can hook it up to this one so that I can take it back all on one trip. Yeah, there we go. Doesn't look like it's going to let me connect the hoses there, so that's all right, though. I should have enough braking power. Actually, I've noticed that about this auto load trailer. It doesn't seem to want to allow other trailers to connect to it, or at least their hoses, for some reason. I'm not sure why. But this will save us another trip back to the shop. Right, so I wanted to buy some more land so that we can create more fields. You know, I was talking about doing that before in addition to the new shed, but you know, we upgraded the house and the shed, and that costs a little bit more money than I was thinking that it would. So we don't have quite enough money right now to buy more land, but I'm sure we will, you know, before the next season starts, or the next growing season starts, rather. Okay, so let me... Hey, Apache. Morning. And thanks for month 13. Man, appreciate that. Alright, let's get that disconnected. I need to find a better place for this. And actually, I'm thinking I'd like to get a new silo as well, so that I can... there are other silos that will allow us to store not only our crops, but also things like fertilizer and lime and stuff like that. Because this lime machine is really not in a good position. Yeah, Apache, I did add manual attach. I started using that. I don't know if it was the last stream or the one before that, but yeah, I really like it. Seems to add another level of realism. There we go. Alright, so we got our log trailer hooked up. And I'll take this over here. Actually, I'll take it around to the back since that's where we need to get rid of the trees. And then we'll decide what to plant so we can get our field workers going. This is the in-game JCB. This is the Fast Track 4220. So I bought this a couple streams ago. Great little tractor. It's medium size. That's the medium size one. But it's been working out good so far. So now we've got 2 tractors, so I can use one while we get a worker on the other one. All right. So speaking of that, it's September right now, so we could plant our grain crops. Let's see what I've got in storage here. Okay. Yeah, I've got just enough barley to make it through the next season for feeding the chickens. We're using barley for the chickens. So, one full chicken coop, the large one with 360 chickens, takes 21,500 liters per year to feed the chickens. So with 43,000 liters, that's just a little bit more. I'm going to use super strength to move the logs. Yeah, because otherwise we'd be here all day moving logs if I was going to use a grabber. So yeah, I'm just going to use super strength for that. Hope you guys don't mind too much. Yeah, so we've got enough barley to feed the chickens for the next year, but that does mean that we'll need to plant and harvest more barley next year, and then the wheat and the canola we'll be able to sell in a couple of months once our prices are better. But the barley we're going to hold on to. So I think what we'll do is we'll plant barley on one of our larger fields to refresh our supply of chicken feed. So and we can start doing that now, since that's a crop that germinates over the winter, or germinates in the fall, survives in the winter. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm not using the right terminology, but I think you all know what I mean. You plant it in the fall and harvest it in the summer. Okay, what have I got loaded in here? Okay, yeah, I've got seeds and fertilizer in it. Looks like we could use more fertilizer, however. That's not the button I wanted to push. There we go. Okay, question is, have I got any fertilizer here on the farm? And I don't think I do. So let's go pick up some more. I'll refill with seeds. Actually, you know what, yeah, I'll refill with seeds here. Let's select barley, which is that one there. Okay, and we'll run down to the shop and put some fertilizer in it. And that's how I was saying I'd like to get one of those multi-silos that can hold seed and fertilizer and stuff, because then I can go to the shop, I can load up a trailer. In fact, I can buy it in bulk at the shop and bring it back and put it in the silo, and then I won't have to go back to the shop every time I need that stuff. Hey, C Black's here. How you doing, my friend? Good morning. I think I did check used equipment, but I don't remember what it was, so let's check it again. Let me turn on my cruise control here. Off we go. There's a nice seeder for doing corn and soybeans and stuff. Sugar beets. That might be good to get into at some point. But I think I'll hold off for now. I'd rather use the money we've got for some other stuff first. Ah, okay. How's business going this year? I know you set yourself an aggressive goal this year for your business. Yeah, you know, Apache, I know what you're talking about, or at least I think you're talking about what I'm thinking you're talking about, which are these guys here, right? So you can put these small silos and fill them up. There's also, oh, okay, yeah, I don't have it here. There's like a multi-fruit silo that I think where you can buy stuff. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to buy it at the shop and then just have a convenient place to store it. So these lizard mods will allow me to do that. These multi-storage things. So this small storage, for example, that's 500,000 liters. That's more than 2.5 times what I have on my current silo. It's a lot more expensive, of course, but that should allow me to store and fill just about anything in the game, which is what I'm after. So that was what I was planning to go to. Yeah. Okay, so let's buy... Oh, there she goes. She had to go get a coffee, I guess. Yeah, so let's get some fertilizer. I think the most economical way is buying the big bags. Like if you look at the pallet here, it's $19.20 for 1,000 liters. The big bag is $18.20 for 1,000 liters. And the pallet of bags is $1,400 for 750 liters, which I did the math the other day. This kind of comes out in between those two options. So the big bags, as far as I can tell, are the least expensive way to buy this stuff. So we'll buy 2 bags. That should be enough to fill this up. And I'll just leave the excess here at the shop. I could always throw a bag or two in my pickup truck over there to bring that back. Yeah. Let's get close to the other one. Okay, we're just a little shy of 100%, but I think that'll be enough. Oh, okay, Alex. Alright, yeah. I thought it was the lizard branded ones, but yeah, you could be right. I should probably try these out on a test map before I spend money in this playthrough. Or if you guys don't mind, we'll just test one. We'll test one on the map here, and if it doesn't work, I'll sell it and recover my money and get the one that does what I want. Yeah, that's one of the problems. Like, the descriptions on the mods are not that great sometimes. So, in fact, I've run into that already a couple times where I put something down. I think it's going to do a certain thing, and then it turns out it doesn't do a certain thing. Okay, what field shall we put our barley on? Well, since I'm going to use a worker for it, I think really the best option would be this field, because the workers are going to have a hard time with these other ones. So we'll put it on the north field of parcel 25 here. And I think I've got enough clearance north and south that I can... Well, we've got a tree... We've got a tree or two, but yeah, I think I can just set the worker on it and let him go. Let's go to the north end of the field and take a look. I'm saying this just like rather than going around the field a couple times first. Maybe I'll do a couple headlands here on the north side so that those trees don't pose a problem to my hired worker. Unseeing Frame 18, thank you for the follow, and welcome to the stream if this is your first time. Okay. So we're using the chopped straw mod, so I've already got 50% fertilization on the field from the chopped straw. And then using this seeder that also applies fertilizer should give me a fully fertilized field by the time I finish here. I'll check the map here in a second to confirm. But yeah, I'll just do 2 passes here on the north side of the field, and then we'll get the work going, and then we will work on removing some trees behind the sheds. And then the other fields we'll take care of ourselves once we figure out what to put on them. I think I'm going to leave one of the fields for the spring so that I can do something other than wheat, barley, and canola this time. I think I'd like to do some... In fact, maybe I'll leave both of the other fields for the spring. Maybe we can do like oats and sorghum or something like that. Oh, thanks, Alex. That's great. Appreciate that. Steady, fast, steady. That's great. Thanks. Thanks for coming by the stream. Glad you could make it. And actually, let's clean up this edge of the field as well, since we have this little rock outcropping. If we go past, if we do 2 rows on this side, then the workers should have a clean path. I say workers, but it's really just going to be a worker. So the tree removal shouldn't be too bad. I've been practicing a bit, so I think it'll go a lot smoother than than the last time I did it with the wood chipper and stuff. So I have another game going privately on this map that I'm playing in hard mode, and the trees are kind of like my main source of income on that map, so I've been doing a lot of tree cutting, and I could do it pretty quickly and efficiently now with some practice. Alright, so I'm going to drive over this rock just so that we get ourselves a nice straight line. There we go. We don't want the worker to stop. Okay, here we go. give this first row a little bit of overlap here, and we'll let Carl take over for us. Worker C for Carl. There goes my screen. My screen flashed again. I did change my video mode to, it was in full screen exclusive before. I changed it to full screen to see if that helped. I still have the issue, but what I noticed is that it seems to come back more easily in full screen mode. Alright, so I'm going to want to take out all the trees that are kind of in the way of the shed here, or, you know, where I have vegetation poking through. So we'll take out the small one. And the small tree I'm just gonna delete. It's not really worth messing with, in my opinion. There you go. So the small trees you can just kind of make disappear by doing that, right? The big trees, not so much. Alright, so let's see if I can get rid of this one. The trees always fall to the left, as far as I can tell, so this should fall to the left away from the shed. There we go. And I'm using the lumberjack mod, which allows you to get rid of stumps with the chainsaw, like that. Okay. And then I've also got the tape measure mod, which makes cutting the tree into logs much easier, so that you can get them cut kind of all the same size. There. Okay, so that's one. What else? Alright, yeah, let's take out this big fella here as well. And then we'll set up the sawmill. We'll turn this wood into planks, and then we'll sell the planks for a tidy profit. Whoa. Okay. Let's see how we're doing now. What about this one? Is that one clipping into the back of my barn? Or my shed? Just slightly. Okay. Looks like we got some stuff poking through the corner there too. Alright, so let's do this one as well. Okay, and then the last one I think will be this one over here in the corner. We may just want to, you know, I think eventually we'll probably end up removing all these trees so that we can use all this space. Oop, let's go the other way. We don't want it to fall into the shed. Just so we can use the space for future expansion of the farmyard, but for now I do like leaving as many trees as we can because it's nice for scenery. Hey, Silas. Yeah, I've been practicing quite a bit. So I feel like I'm actually somewhat competent in it now. Alright, and then we'll have to figure out a good place to put the sawmill. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. Okay, so now we just have to cut these up into... I'm going to cut them into 5-meter sections because those will fit neatly onto the trailer. Oh, here's another little remnant we want to get rid of. Alright, so I got this tape measure mod. So what I do is I line up at the end of the log. And then it's Alt right click. That sets your 0 point. You can see there in the upper left. It tells me where I am. And then I just slide over to somewhere close to 5 meters. Doesn't have to be exact, but try to get close. Right? And then I go to 10. And then 15. And so on. So I just make a cut every 5 meters from the end. Oops. And 30. Alright, and that end piece just disappears. And then I go to the next one and continue to repeat the same process. Alright, so to clear it, you Alt right click again. That essentially removes the tape measure, and then Alt right click a second time and that'll reset your 0 point. So, very handy, this tape measure mod. I'm not sure if that one works on consoles or not. I didn't check. I'm playing on PC, as most of you know. Okay, and that one was a little bit shorter than the other tree. Okay, so we'll do this 2 more times, and then we'll start picking up the logs, putting them on the trailer, and we'll figure out where to put our sawmill. The sawmill is quite a large structure. It takes up a lot of space. So we'll have to choose a spot that's a little bit out of the way. Probably on the plot of land to the south of us. Okay, that was a 25-meter tree as well. Oh, this one's not on console? Okay. Oh, okay. Thanks for checking that, Alex. So the lizard silo will hold everything, and the multi-fruit holds solids. So it won't hold liquid fertilizer, and I think I'm okay with that. So we'll see which silo seems to work best, you know, or what has a nice aesthetic and decent size and everything. I'm okay if we can only hold solids in the silo. I can always get liquid storage tanks for like herbicide. Okay. So that's all the chopping. Let me get this trailer a little bit closer. And we'll start loading the logs. As I mentioned, I'm just going to use super strength for the logs here. I hope that doesn't bother anybody too much, but if I was using a log grabber, this would take the entire stream just to load this onto the trailer. And I don't think that's going to be very entertaining for anyone. Right, so I just kind of grab them in the center, take them over, get them between the gates there, or the, what do you call those? The posts. There's another name for them that I can't remember. Anyway, you just get it somewhat centered into the trailer and drop it, and you're good to go. Alright, that's not the middle. Sometimes it's hard. It's hard to see where the cuts are sometimes. So I like to grab it in the middle because then I just line up to the center of the trailer and it doesn't hang off the ends too far in either direction. Right, but this will give us enough wood to keep the sawmill busy for a while. And it'll give us, I don't know, I'm guessing this will probably give us about a dozen or so pallets of planks, maybe more. And then if you wanted to, you could also open a carpenter shop, and you can turn the planks into furniture to get even more profit. But I don't want to invest in that right now. I'd rather, at this point in the game, I'd rather buy more land rather than more production buildings. Right, so we'll try to stay focused on that for the time being. Getting the sawmills mainly just a way to give us some place to dispose of the wood from these trees. Whoopsie. And then we'll go see, we should go see how Carl's doing with the field. Drop her in there. Make sure we get inside those posts. Okay. Yeah, let's go. I'm going to warp to Carl. Okay. Yeah, it's doing a great job, actually. Good job, Carl. All right, and if we eliminate the rolling, yeah, we can see that we're fully fertilized except for those spots that we missed with the chop straw. And I'm not going to bother, you know, trying to fix those. That's fine. There we go. All right, let's continue loading this up. Yeah, so I think we'll do 2 loads here. Let's try to get that closer to the middle. We'll do 2 trees. Now in my other game, I bought 2 of these trailers, connected them together, so I can usually haul 3 or 4 trees in one load. But we're not going to be doing this a whole lot, so yeah, I think once we get this second one loaded, it'll be pretty full. And it does get a little top heavy, so we got to be careful. We got to be careful cornering with this load. Need to be pretty gentle with the turns. Otherwise, the trailer will tip over and it'll take the tractor right along with it. And then we'll have to use our super strength again to right the trailer. Okay, make our way through these trees here. All right. Stay. Okay, beautiful. So we'll hop in, press the L key. That attaches all the straps, and we are good to go. Hey, Mihao, how are you? And actually, another thing I was thinking, you know, for some of these, for buying more land and stuff, you know, in vanilla, we're limited to a 500,000 loan. But I think with these super tools, I think I might be able to force the game to let me take out a bigger loan. So I may try to do that as well. All right. So let's head down to plot 36 and let's find a good place to put the sawmill. Okay, here we are, plot 36. Maybe on the other side of this ridge would be a good spot for it. Let's turn on our flight mode so we can get an overhead. There we go. Get an overhead view here. Actually, I could put it next to the road, next to these rocks here. That, because there's not much I could do with this little bit of land between the road and these rocks. I just don't know how. I just don't know how flat it is. All right, let's disable flight mode. Yeah, I'm afraid the landscaping could be a problem. I just want to put it on a flat section of land. All right, let's see if we can put it over here and what that's going to do. And before we start, here, let's do this. Let's save the game. That way, if something funny goes on with the construction, we can recover it. So I'm going to turn off autosave. Right, we'll save the game. Okay. So when we build it, if it does something funny to the terrain or whatever, we can undo it. I really wish there was an undo an undo function in the game, but they saw fit not to do that. Oh, you know what? Do I have the yeah, okay, yeah, sawmill. 20 grand. And as you can see, it is quite a huge structure. Not enough money. Okay, yeah, I think that's telling me because of the terraforming involved, it's going to cost a lot more than 20. So what if I put it on this side? I got the same problem. Too much of a slope there. All right, what if I put it over here? Not enough money. Well, that's distressing. How about on this side? Yeah, I don't want to put it there. All right, I think we need to buy more land. The loan's determined by the amount of land you own. Okay, well, let's see. I've got, yeah, see, I've got 500,000 and I'm maxed out. So let's see. We got add remove money. This doesn't let me modify the loan though, does it? I would have to edit my save game. Well, let's see. What have I got to sell? Because I need 85,000. I could sell some of my crop. We're in September. All right, so wheat, we're near an all-time low with wheat. We could sell our canola. If I buy 2 plots, it'll increase. So it goes up every 2, because I own 3 right now. And how much does it go up, do you know? Like another 100,000? Oh, let me turn off this tape measure. There we go. Okay. So let's leave this here for now. And let's see how much money we can get for our canola. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how it works in 22. Yeah, it's too bad that I can't use that tool to change my loan amount. Like if I could just take 500,000 and then add 500,000 to the loan. I know I could do it by editing the save game file, but then you guys would have to wait for me to do that, and That's not good gameplay. So let's we'll just do it the hard way, I guess. Let's try to make some money so that we can buy more land, and hopefully hopefully a flat piece of land. Yeah, I could do that, Alex, but then I would still be giving myself $500,000 for free, which I don't really want to do. I need to change my controller battery. Give me 1 second. I did get some rechargeable battery packs, so I've got another one. I've got another one charged here. Yay. Okay, good. Yeah, I think we could sell the forklift. It's probably not a bad idea. Whoops. Alright, so yeah, let's sell the canola. We'll see how much we have, and we could sell the forklift if we need more money after that. I think I should get... Well, let's see. What's canola selling for right now? Almost 1,900. So this will give me a decent amount of money. This might give us enough to get... I think this will give us enough to get it done. Between the money I have now, hopefully we'll have enough to buy a field and the sawmill. And then what I'll do, I think what I'll do between now and the next episode is I will do a save game edit. I'll give myself another 500K and I'll increase the loan to $1 million. Whoa. This is a bit of a heavy load for this vehicle. I think I need to put a front weight on it. The front end's drifting a bit. See that? A little too much tongue weight. Actually, this would be a good place for... That could be a good place for the sawmill right there. So maybe I'll just buy the land that the shop is on. Although that's not... Ideally, I'll buy a piece of land that I can also put a field on. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. We'll be fine with the canola. That was 50,000, and I still have a little bit left. All right, let's buy ourselves a front weight while we're here for the JCB. Or actually, let me check. Can I put wheel weights on it? I don't know if wheel weights would help. No, doesn't have wheel weights. Okay, yeah, let's just buy a weight. We'll get like 1,000 kilograms, somewhere thereabouts. We'll find one that looks nice. Okay. All right, we'll get the 10 winkle. Let's see. cost for JCB yellow? $50? I think that's worth it. Yeah, I think we'll sell the forklift anyway. I could also sell that pickup truck, but it's really not worth much anyway. I think it's only worth a couple $100. Alright. Raise that up. Alright. So hopefully that will stabilize the front a little bit. Yeah, so anyway, I was going to say that the game, apparently it limits how much of a loan you can take out, but I think you can change the actual loan value to whatever you want in the save game file, and it'll adjust the interest payments and everything to work with that. You just won't be able to take out any more loan until you get back below 500,000. And as we buy more land, we'll see if that limit increases like it did before. Like Alex was saying, at least in the last version of the game, the amount of loan you could take out was based on, based on how much asset you owned. Yeah, I agree with you, Alex. I think it's realistic that the truck is not worth much. Yeah. I think you would probably still have to pay more than $850 or whatever they're asking for it. It's been a while. When was this? I don't know. Some years ago, I was trying to buy a cheap pickup truck, because I had a dirt bike that I just wanted a cheap vehicle to get it to and from the desert. That was back when I was younger and less risk averse, and I couldn't find anything for less than about $3 or $4 grand. I mean, even just old piece of crap, beat up manual transmission pickup trucks that, were like $3,000 or $4,000. I couldn't believe it. So I ended up buying a little trailer, hooked it up to my Audi. It looks kind of funny, but it worked. Alrighty. But yeah, I rode that dirt bike for about 1 year, and then I got rid of it because pretty much every time I rode it I was getting hurt. Riding a motorcycle in the sand is pretty tricky. Okay. Yeah, so we got enough now to buy a plot of land and plop a sawmill on it. So we'll look for something nice and flat. We were talking about buying Field 27 before, but Field 27 is not nice and flat, if I remember correctly. We'll go and take a look at it. Alright, looks like Carl is still doing okay. Alright, so let's park this trailer. I think we still need to do a little more landscaping here. At least get rid of these bushes. Maybe we'll pave this whole area in asphalt. Put a fence around it or something, make it start to look nice. I do love this new shed though. This is a nice, really nice looking shed. Oh, I can't move. I'm stuck. Let me pull out a little bit. There we go. Okay. Yeah, let's fly over there, shall we? Okay. Yeah, so 27 is right over here. By 27 and put them by the sawmill at the top. Like up here in the corner. Or like on top of the hill, you mean? Yeah, maybe we could do that. There's like this path over here that we could eventually turn into a dirt road to get to and from the sawmill. Let's come down a little bit. How flat is this? Okay. Yeah, it's not super flat right here. Alright, so it's probably going to do something kind of goofy with the terrain. Of course, we can always smooth it. Let's check the south end here. The south end looks quite a bit flatter. Maybe over here. Maybe here in this corner. This seems like a good place, doesn't it? Alright, let's turn that off. This seems like a good spot for it. Right here in the corner of Field 27, away from the main farm. And that'll still give me plenty of room on the field to grow crops. Okay, so let's buy the field first of all. $85 grand. Seems like quite a bargain. Okay, and that leaves me 25,000. That's the wrong menu. Here we go. And some of that we'll recover by once we sell our first load of planks. In fact, I mean this building I think is going to pay for itself pretty quickly. All right, so let's orient the business end of this close to this path here. I can't zoom out any farther, unfortunately. How far can I go before I'm on land that's not mine? It's not giving me any message about it now. Why is that? Yeah, in fact, I think I'm actually in field 37 right now. Okay, let's turn it this way. I would hate it if this... Okay, well, I still have the game saved. Let me save again. Because I saved the game before I bought my crops, or before I sold my crops, right? So let's save again real quick before we do this. So we don't have to do all that again. Right. Okay, so I'm facing the corner. Okay. So I want to put it I want to put it right in front of me. Oriented east-west. Like that. Okay. And it's not working. Maybe it's because of where I'm standing. Let me back up some more. Actually, let me face the direction where I want it to go. Okay. And I saw a message that Carl is taking a break now, so we have to see if he's really done with the field or what. Okay. And it's not going down. Why? Oh, okay. Not enough money. Why does it tell me there's not enough money? I guess it's... Okay. Let's sell the forklift. I'm pretty sure it's saying not enough money because it needs to do some terraforming. All right. Let's try again. Put it into free mode. Okay. Okay, thanks. All right, now let's... Not enough money. I don't get it. Right, I know it's flat here, and it's still saying not enough money. What the heck? Okay, let's save and exit. We'll reload the game. Bear with me a minute here, guys. Usually the game crashes when I exit this map, so... Yeah, we could do... I think it'll take more money. We could do the carpentry shop. That'll take raw wood and make furniture out of it. That might be a better idea. I mean, it's more expensive, like I said, but I think you will get more money ultimately, and it's a much smaller building. So maybe we'll try that if we can. Yeah, maybe let's just see if we can do that. Okay. So again, we want it here in this corner. Let's see what the carpentry shop costs. I think it might cost more than I've got, unfortunately. But let's take a look. 60. All right, let's try the sawmill again, and just to see if it's going to work this time. Oh. Where is it? You know, actually, I think the sawmill is a mod. Oh, you know what it might be? This sawmill belongs with No Man's Land. Well, yeah, we're on no man's land. So, yeah, I think this is bugged. For whatever reason, that seems to be bugged. Okay, so I need more money. I need more money. What else can I sell off? I don't feel like I really have anything else that I can get rid of. I pretty much need everything that I've got, so... Okay, well, we're just going to have to wait. We'll have to wait until we have more money. Alright, let's get this field finished up. I'm not sure why he quit right there, but got most of the field done while we were futzing around with lumber, so that's good. Yeah, I wish there was a place on the map where you could just sell wood. That would that would really be the ideal situation. Like if the farm shop would just take logs, that would make me happy. But yeah, there's probably, I don't know, there's probably an interference with some other mod that I've got or something that's causing that issue. You can sell wood straight up? You sure? You can sell planks, you can sell furniture, you can sell wood chips. But there's nothing in here that says you can sell wood. Okay, well, let's try it. Okay, yeah, let's try it. If that's the case, then problem solved. Okay, this field's done. All right, let's take the wood to the shop and see if I can just dump it there. Okay, we'll leave that there for now. Yeah, if we can do that, that would be ideal. Because I really don't want to get into the lumber business. I'm just doing it so that we don't have big piles of logs laying around. Okay. Go to the pallet sell point and press the sell wood button. Alright, let's give it a shot. Well, I'm glad I didn't buy some other field just for the sawmill. I was going to buy field 27 anyway, so... Now we can start putting a field on it. And my plan is just to make the whole that whole section of land just like one huge field. Because we got some pretty nice equipment that can handle large areas of land pretty quickly, so I'm going to start taking better advantage of that. Whoa, 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 whoa. Time to use my superhuman strength. If I can. Come on. Come on. I'm not sure if it's going to work. Let's try it here. There we go. Good thing I've been working out. Oh, okay. I see the sell wood trigger. Yeah, okay. Let's remove the straps. Sell wood. Nice. Awesome. Thanks for letting me know about that, guys. What do I think about Satisfactory? I love that game. It's great. It's an awesome game. I haven't played it for a while. It's a hard game in my opinion, but it is really cool. I think if I play it again, I'm going to do it on peaceful mode, though, if there is such a thing, because I didn't like the combat very much. But I'm really impressed with like some of the factories that some people are building in that game, like guys like Kibitz and Sculty make some really just impressive buildings. I had trouble just scaling up to the point that you could do some of the higher tier stuff, so I never really got all the way to the end of the game in terms of like unlocking all the technology. But I'll probably give it another shot one of these days. Okay. Alright. Well, thanks for telling me about that, guys. I didn't know that you could just straight up sell wood at the shop. That is very helpful. Okay. So we'll just load up these other 2 trees. Get rid of those. And then we'll figure out what to do next. Probably start working on a field on our new land. We'll have to plow it. Plow the field, remove the rocks, all that fun stuff. And ironically, selling this wood is going to give us what we needed to buy the furniture shop, but maybe we'll do that later, you know. Like if we have a situation later where we need to remove a lot of trees, then I probably will buy the furniture shop. Just because you get a lot more money out of the wood that way. But for now, I just want to dispose of it without just... I mean, I could just take it off to some corner of the map and dump it, I guess, but that's not very satisfying. And actually, if you look in the pond next to my farm here, there's actually a few glitched logs in there that you know, I was cutting, and for one reason or another, the game glitched, and I've got like these logs that look really weird, and I can't cut them up anymore. So I couldn't think of what to do with them, and I just dumped them in the lake so that they're out of sight. But let me pick this up again. There we go. Okay, and then I'll probably just sell. I'll probably just sell this trailer when we're done. It was cheap enough. Maybe I should have just leased it. Actually, I probably should have, but yeah, it was inexpensive enough, and I don't want it just sitting around taking up space. So I'll just sell it back to the shop when I'm done. Whoops, I think I lost it. Yeah. If we, whoa. I would like to start getting into some production chains for our grain. So I'd like to get a flour mill set up and a bakery. Because with that you can turn your grain into bread, and eventually you can do cake, which I think is the most profitable stuff in the game. But for cake you need butter and eggs and milk, and I think you need strawberries. There's a whole host of ingredients that you need to make cake. So I think maybe that'll be like our end game goal, will be to get into the cake making business in a bakery, and we'll make all the ingredients ourselves. We'll need cows and all that stuff, but I think that would be pretty cool to get set up. And at that point, I think the money will be rolling in pretty fast. Okay, let's just take a look around, make sure I got all of it. I think I did. Yeah. Awesome. All right, so let's get this to the shop. Let's drive a little more carefully here. Got to be careful with the turns. Nothing too abrupt. That was kind of abrupt. I was slowing down for the corner, but I overshot it. Okay, I think we'll be safe the rest of the way to the shop. Just gotta slow down more when I get to the shop. Hey Jim, how are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. There's a new map coming out from Oxygen David called Calmsden Farm. And Daggerwind did a first look video on it the other day, and it looks absolutely amazing. I definitely want to play on that map. I'm sure every YouTuber, streamer, and their mother are going to be doing that map once it comes out, so I'm not sure if I'll jump on it right away. I guess it'll be somewhat up to you guys. whether you want me to continue on No Man's Land or do that map, but that map looks absolutely fantastic. Okay, wood is sold. Let's sell this trailer as well. We're not really going to need this anymore. Oh, okay. So we got most of our money back for it. So that's good. I think we paid $3,800 for it. And we more than covered the cost with the wood that we sold, so we came out ahead in that transaction. So I think with the time remaining here in September, I will top off the grain for the chickens, and then we'll roll into October and see what's what. Yeah, and then I think we'll start working on preparing our new land. And we'll decide if we want to plant anything else here in the fall. Like I said, I think maybe I will plant another field, another one of these fields with something. Because the new land won't be ready to plant. I mean, that'll have to wait until the spring, I think, anyway, so maybe we can plant one of the other fields with wheat or canola, and then we'll do the new field, and the third field plus the new field we'll do in the spring. We'll sell our wheat this winter. Okay, give me some barley, and I don't need any more than 15,000 or so. That should be enough. Whoopsie daisy. That should be enough to top up both of the chicken coops. Keep the eggs flowing. Oops. I actually almost have enough to buy another piece of land. I don't know how aggressively we want to expand that way, but I think the hard part is just going to be figuring out which ones to buy. Okay, there we go. So those should be good for the next few months at least on food. We'll check the water in the greenhouse as well before we call it a night. Yeah, we'll work on 27 first. Whoops. Sorry, I need to put this back in the silo. Actually, maybe we could replace the silo. Well, I'll wait until I sell... Yeah, you know, it might be hard for me to directly replace this silo with the new one that we were talking about. We might have to find a new location for the new silo, put it down, and then transfer the contents of the old silo, and then sell it. Because even after I sell... Well, maybe we can do it. Once I sell my wheat, I think the only thing I'm going to have in there is barley. And if I've got enough... If I have enough trailer space to hold all the barley, then I can empty it out and then just do a sell and replace. We'll figure it out later. Okay. Let's park that there. Let's see. I can just check my production menu here. Oh, we got plenty of water. Okay. No need to add water right now, and chickens are topped off, so I think we're good. We will call it a night. Let's close up the shed here. We'll leave those other two bays open. I'm going to leave I'll just leave the vent out. We'll use that tomorrow. Actually, let's see. That's cedar. What kind of power do I need on that? 270. And the JCB is 235. Okay, can I run my plow? No, I need 320 for the plow. Okay, so maybe we're gonna need to wait, because I'm gonna need the Fent to work on my field, to work on our new land over here. So that means we'll have to save the seeding for the spring. I was thinking I could put a worker on one of the fields to seed it with the JCB while I work on the other field with the plow, but I don't really have the power, so let's just clean this stuff up and we'll put it away, and we'll just plant the other fields in the spring. That's fine. Looks like we might need a third tractor at some point. We'll wash these off and do the maintenance. And put them away. Well, the fence is just going to get dirty again tomorrow, I guess, but... Okay, let's put that away. That's, ooh, $2,700. This thing's getting expensive to run. Now repainting, you know, we can see paint condition is kind of bad on some of these vehicles. I guess the repainting you have to do at the dealer. It doesn't give me the option here in this workshop. But I will say that the Fent still looks pretty darn good to me. But the effective paint wear you can definitely see on the implements. Not so much on the tractor. Okay, yeah, repainting at the shop. Oh, and you know what? I think maybe I can refill this here. And hopefully get rid of that bag. Yeah, there we go. All right. get things put away for the night. These fields are looking pretty rough. But that's okay. We'll get them worked pretty soon, and then they'll look nice and pretty again. Is this going to be our first night in our new house? I think it might be. All right. Let's see what October holds in store for us. We'll check the used vehicle shop. I know Alex. Yep. Thank you, Alex. Right on point. Always check for sales. Okay. Yeah, nothing. I mean, that green cart would be nice to have, but we're not quite at the scale where we need something like that just yet. So, yeah. So I'm not going to buy any of that stuff. Let's take a look at the eggs. Okay. Yeah, I want to make sure that the egg output doesn't get filled up. Because unlike the greenhouse, there's no internal storage on the chicken coops. So once the output area gets filled up, then you stop producing eggs. So we don't want that to happen. Okay, so let's hook up our plow. And we're going to go and start working on our new piece of land. I do like the design of this shed with the skylights and everything. You get lots of natural light inside. I like that. You know, the other thing I was thinking about is it might be a good idea to buy a solar panel. Let's see. Gotta make sure we get close enough to connect it here. That should be good. Alright, let's try the other side. Oh, I'm too far away. Alright, a little bit more. A little bit of jumping around there. There we go. Oh, or the cell tower. Yeah, I like because the nice thing about having one of those things is that it'll pretty much offset your interest payments and stuff, so that you can stay cash flow positive in those months where you're not making anything. So if we go to generators, and they're not too expensive either. Like the big solar panels, 93,000, but you make almost 9,000 a month from it. Although I think that might vary depending on what month you're in and the amount of sunlight. But anyway, that'll pay for itself in a year pretty much. There's a smaller panel. That'll probably take longer to pay off. Let's look at the radio tower. I don't see it. Oh, you know what? That's a mod. Well, we could do the subsidy. I don't know. Do you think that's... I don't like the fact that you kind of get money for nothing, you know. Oh, okay. Yeah, so maybe I'll just wait till we have enough money for the solar panel. None of these other options will... Like this large solar panel, I think, is a good one. Okay, what does everybody else think about the municipal subsidy? I mean, that would definitely cover interest payments. It would cover labor costs. All right, we'll put it in now. And once we have enough money for a solar panel. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, let's just wait. Let's just wait until we can do solar. It won't be long. We've got eggs. We've got eggs coming to sell. We've got... we're going to be selling our wheat in a month or two. So we'll have the money here pretty soon. Yeah, we'll do the solar. Yeah, I was thinking that too, Silas. I think it makes sense too to simulate having ourselves a power source out here. Okay, so my thought was just to convert this entire plot of land into one big field. So if everybody's okay with that, I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, so this would be kind of the lower bounds. I'm going to try not to get too close to the boundary so that we don't run into those little error messages. But yeah. I would like to unfold it. Oh, I didn't hook up the hydraulics. There we go. Now I can unfold it. Yeah, one big field. That'll be nice. I'm going to have to remove a lot of all the small trees, and it looks like a couple big trees. Maybe I should have kept that trailer, huh? Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be nice. Let's see. Allow create fields. Okay, and let's save our game here. I should probably turn autosave back on at this point. Yeah. So I'll put it back on 15 minutes, and that should give me enough time to get all the way around. So if well, it's easy enough to fix plowing mistakes, right? We can just repaint grass if I screw anything up, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, and I'll remove the trees as they get in my way, like this one. The small trees we're just going to turn into dust. And the big trees we'll chop up and we'll come pick up later with that trailer that we just sold. I guess I probably should just buy it and keep it in the shed. Alright, so we'll try to do a nice graceful turn here. And go north. I said I didn't want to get too close to the edge, and I did exactly that. I'm trying to get headed approximately 0 degrees due north. There we go. Oh yeah, when we get cows at some point, yeah, we'll be able to make a boatload of silage. That's going to be nice. Will I ever do a multiplayer stream? Yeah. Yeah, I think I will. Actually, one of my brothers recently got Farm Sim, and I was going to try to have him on the stream with me today to kind of test out the multiplayer stuff. But we were running into some bugs with the mods and everything, and we didn't really have a chance to get it all worked out yet. So at some point, I think we will do that. You know, for Patreons and Twitch subscribers to get in on the action. Okay, let's make this one disappear. Will it be crossplay? That I don't know, because I think I'm already invested in some mods that are not crossplay compatible. So I don't know if we could do that. Like, well, the GPS, for example, I think that's PC only. And that's something I've been using pretty heavily. So unfortunately, I don't think we'll be able to do crossplay. Yeah, well, we'll try it. We'll try it. You know, and one of the things that I need to do before we do that is just figure out what everybody's going to be doing, right? Because I don't want to have like chaos where we have a lot of players on the map and and I'm not sure what to ask everybody to work on. So that's one thing I want to make sure that we have covered is to have a good understanding of what tasks everybody will be working on, so that it'll be somewhat organized. I think with the size of the farm right now, I think it's maybe not quite large enough so that more than one or two people will have something to do. But once we get the operation bigger, you know, especially when we have cows and stuff, I think there's always activities, you know, stacking bales and making TMR and all that sort of thing. So we'll do that once we get to a good stage for that to happen. All right, let's see if I can join up the corner here real nice. Yeah. Oh, that was smooth. Smooth, baby. All right, so this looks like this is going to be a nice field. Yeah. Now, all these trees in the middle, I think I will leave as an island. You know, which unfortunately makes it tough for workers. But I'm going to start experimenting with course play. And maybe we get course play going. Of course, that's also going to... Well, I think we're already at a point where console players are not going to be able to join, but course play will be nice. So I can get workers on these fields with obstacles in them. Let's get rid of you. Feel kind of bad getting rid of all these trees, but we do have a growing town to feed here. Even though it's just me and Doris at the moment. So I'll do 2 passes around and then I'll turn on the GPS and start going in rows. Picking up the rocks is going to be a chore. I think I definitely will use a worker for that. There's actually I have a modded version of the rock picker. I mean, I'm not using it right now, but we could use it. There's a variation of it that has some extensions on it, of that Elo Scorpio or whatever it is. And the modded version has some extensions on it. I think it goes out to 12 meters, or maybe it's 9 meters. And it has a higher working speed, and it can hold 10,000 liters of rocks. So I might want to upgrade to that at some point. It's more expensive too, of course, but gets the job done a lot faster. Actually, I think I will. I'll go around and north again one more time, and then I'll cut around. I'll cut the island around that. What do you call it? That crop of trees. Is it called a crop? Crops? Yeah, crop, right? Outcropping? Something like that? I don't know. My lingo's not too good today. I was up kind of late last night. Cops. Okay, yeah, I thought that sounded right. Thank you. Zinc 5, how you doing? Good to see you here. That's good. I'm glad you're doing fine. Hopefully the holidays were nice for you. I tell you what, the new year was... Oh, Adele. Okay. Oh, a copse? Okay. Hey, Ghost Child, is that where... Like, there's like a nursery rhyme called Farmer in the Dell. Is that where that comes from? I think a lot of the nursery rhymes we have in America come from English songs. Hell, even a lot of our national songs come from English songs. I haven't been playing much lately, Zinc 5. The band has been on a break lately. Our singer has some vocal cord issues because she's been overdoing it a bit, so we haven't played since November, I believe. But we'll be getting back into it at the end of the month. So I've been practicing a bit here at home, but yeah, haven't been playing with the band or anything lately. Actually, I've been enjoying the break. I was starting to get a little burned out, to be honest, because we were playing almost every weekend, and oh, you play guitar, piano, and drums. Okay, you're multi-talented. Yeah, I've been playing drums most of my life. I took a break for a while in my college days where I played bass. And I still know how to play the bass, but drums are what I really enjoy the most, so. Oh, nice. Bass players unite. Yeah, drums are fun. That's ultimately why I decided just to put the bass away and just focus on drums, because like you can just sit down at the drum set and just be silly and have fun with it. Whereas I didn't find the same thing with the drums. You know something? Let me head back to the shop. I think I can set this plow to 9 meters, if I'm not mistaken. And I should have the power for it. Looks like it's on 6 meters right now. I could be wrong about that, but I think this is the one that does 6 or 9. Let's take a look. My band does it does classic rock mostly. Yeah, 9 meters. Why haven't I done that already? Well, and when I say classic rock, I mean, you know, from the 70s up through, you know, up through the 2000s, I would say. We do a few newer songs as well. And because I live in the Southwest, we also do a selection of Spanish language rock songs and some cumbias and things like that people around here enjoy. So yeah, I've got 320. Actually, I have close to 400 with this tractor. Oh, nice. That's cool, Alex. What am I doing? I'm going to turn my GPS on. Okay, and I'm just going to go to A plus heading. For the heading, I want 90 degrees. And auto width seems to reset itself sometimes when you do that. I'm pretty sure I said 90 degrees. All right. Queen, huh? You know, I never really got into Queen. Whoops. Let's lower the plow. Oh, it is lowered. It must have reset. Yeah, there we go. Although I recognize their greatness, don't get me wrong. Just wasn't for me. When it comes to classic stuff or older rock music, I really like Led Zeppelin. I like old Van Halen, you know, with David Lee Roth in the band, and we play some Iron Maiden and stuff like that. So I really like that kind of stuff. We play Foreigner and Journey, and you know, some of those bands that were popular like in the late 70s, early 80s. AC/DC, you know, a lot of that stuff goes over really well at the pubs, in the bars. Oh, Def Leppard, yeah. Yeah, I really like Def Leppard's, their first couple of albums as well. Their later stuff got a little too poppy for me, but yeah, I like all that stuff. Oh, nice. So what bands did you listen to, Zink? I like punk too. I'm not an expert on the genre, but I mean, I don't know if you Rancid. Okay. Yeah, Rancid is more like modern punk, right? Oh, okay. Yeah, Sex Pistols, that's like classic punk, right? The Clash. I really like The Clash. I used to listen to a band called Exploited back in the day. And I also like some of the I don't know what you would call it. I think maybe you call it like dark wave. I really like some of the bands like Killing Joke and Bauhaus and Joy Division, you know, that kind of stuff. Hey, Redneck Gamer, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. Yeah, the Stooges. Yeah, I like that stuff too. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Under the Bridge is a great song. Probably one of their, if not maybe the most popular Chili Pepper song. I really like the Mother's Milk album. That's when I liked them the most. I gotta make this little bit of stump disappear. Come on now. Alright, we might have to come back for that one. Yeah, I should have cut that a little bit taller, I think. Oh, dude. I love the Tragically Hip. That's like one of my favorite bands. In the US, there are not a lot of, well, especially where I live now in the Southwest, nobody's even heard of the Tragically Hip. But I'm from Michigan originally, and up there they're very popular, being close to Canada and all. Real sad about Gord Downie dying. Yeah, these stumps might need some help later on. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, they're a national institution there, aren't they? Oof. Yeah, that stump definitely got in the way there. I don't think I know Johnny Thunder, but yeah, I like some David Bowie. Yeah, so for those of you who may have just joined us recently, I just recently purchased number 27 here on No Man's Land, and I'm in the process of turning it into one very large field, and we're clearing trees along the way as we can. Let's get rid of this if I can. There we go. Yeah, it's wafer thin. Yeah, I really like the Tragically Hip. The album of theirs that really got me into them was called Fully Completely. That came out in, I want to say like 91, something like that. And I've seen him in concert a couple times, and yeah, I've liked those guys ever since. The lyrics are just, I don't often pay attention to song lyrics. But with that band, I just enjoy the poetry of the lyrics. They're really special in that regard. Yeah, that's something that I'm starting to pay more and more attention to, because I've realized that I'm missing out on a lot by not listening. Well, and to be honest, sometimes I have a hard time. Sometimes I have a hard time figuring out what the heck they're saying. You know, I mean, it depends on the band, I guess. With the Tragically Hip, their singer enunciates very clearly, so you can hear the lyrics pretty easily. Oh yeah, Ahead by a Century is a great song. That's one of my favorites too. That was on the Trouble in the Hen House album, I think. I think my favorite song of theirs is 50 Mission Cap. I love that song. It's just a jam. I'll be streaming for about another hour. And what could be more Canadian? What could be more Canadian than a Tragically Hip song about a hockey player, you know? Whew. This is a big field, isn't it, guys? This is going to take a little while. You know what? I should get the worker going on stone removal while I'm doing this. I think we've got enough of a head start. All right, we'll cut off that edge a little bit. That's all right. Yeah, let me just clear off the rest of this little section over here. And then I'll hook up the stone picker to the JCB, and we'll get a hired worker doing that. Kill two birds with many stones. Ha ha ha. I do like that you can do this backwards too. It's probably not super realistic. Hey, all right. Yeah, glad you like it. That's cool. It's always nice to discover new music. Doesn't happen that often to me lately, that I find new music that I like. I guess that's part of getting older. Your tastes seem to at some point your tastes in music tend to get frozen in time. My wife, for example, is pretty firmly stuck in the late 80s in terms of her music appreciation. Her favorite band is The Cure, and I think it always will be The Cure. And whenever she plays music, it's almost always going to start with a Cure song. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of hip hop music. I wouldn't say that I hate it. Some of it is actually pretty amazing. And when you talk about listening to lyrics, some of the lyrics are pretty outstanding too. But yeah, it's not really the style that I like. I'm mostly just a hard rock fan. I do like some metal as well. I used to be a huge Metallica fan when I was a teenager. That was when they were young and angry and idealistic. I don't really care for them now. I like my sugar a lot. Oh yeah, Tool is amazing. Yeah, actually I'm supposed to be seeing Tool in concert later this month. Oh yeah, I like Susie and the Banshees. Actually, my dog Susie is named after Susie. He spelled it the same way. Yeah, the old school rap is really cool. I agree. Whoops. Like, I mean, some of the newer stuff is really cool too, like Run the Jewels and stuff like that. I mean, I've seen some of that stuff that I dig. I mean, Rage Against the Machine is one of my favorite bands. I mean, they're not hip hop, but they're rap, you know. And all the variations of Rage Against the Machine, like what are they called? Prophets of Rage and Audio Slave. I just love that rhythm section. Brad Wilk is one of my favorite drummers. He's just a kick-ass rock and roll drummer. And Tim Comerford, the bass player, is killer. He's got an amazing bass tone. I don't know. I hope you guys don't mind that we're talking about music so much instead of farming. But we are kind of in the middle of a big job here. There's only so much you can say about plowing. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's speaking of that, let's get the rock picker going. I'm going to warp over there. I hope you guys don't mind. There we go. Let's open the bay. Let's go pick up the picker. And we'll start making ourselves a lot of lime. The nice thing about that lime machine that I've got is that because of the output ratio, you essentially get 4 lime for every 1 rock that you put in. And because of that ratio, you tend to get more than enough lime. Like the rocks you get off of the field give you more than enough lime to lime the same field. So it works out pretty well. Oh, yeah, Dave Grohl's a good drummer. Oh, he'll keep going when he's full? Okay, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, let's set him off. I'm going to have to move this tree out of the way with my super duper superpowers. It's only 1.6 tons. If you do enough squats, that's no problem. What the hell are you doing, man? What in God's name? You know, this is always one of my complaints with this game. I mean, for as long as Farm Sim has been going, you would think that by now they could get the workers to do the job right. Okay, I think this is because I'm at the edge of the field. Or I'm at the edge of the land that I own. That could be what's causing the worker some problems. Excuse my crazy reverse driving here. Here, let's try it from here. Okay, yeah, I think that was the problem. Yeah, they definitely do a much better job with squares and rectangles. For sure. Maybe I should buy that modded... Maybe I should sell this one and buy that modded rock picker. We'll let it go. Let me just make sure he turns to the right and not to the left. Okay, good. All right. Henry should be okay now. Yeah, I agree. A bigger rock picker would be nice. Let's see if I can get rid of this stump. I don't know why. Sometimes it just doesn't want to get it. Ah, there we go. Okay, good. We'll just have that little tuft of grass there, I guess. I can go back and fix it real quick. Yeah, a bigger rock picker would be nice. Well, and that's why I was thinking about getting that modded one, because I think it's 9 meters wide. And you can configure it to have essentially unlimited capacity rather than stopping at 2,000. But I don't have the mod loaded right now, so if I was going to use it, I'd have to exit the game and load the mod and do all that stuff, so I'm not going to bother with it right now. I'll probably add that at some point in the future, though. Alright, another tree that needs to go. Yeah, I mean, normally I'm not even cultivating. I'm just seeding on top of the stubble. Yeah, so I'll really only need to plow every 3 seasons or whatever it is. And then when I do that, I'll have to clear the rocks again. Although with a big subsoiler like this, if you have something to do with the rocks, like if you need a lot of lime, you really could plow after every harvest. The nice thing about plowing is that you don't get weeds. You don't get weeds that season. Yeah, I'm gonna keep doing Factorio, but I'm gonna kind of do it as the mood strikes me, because I'm enjoying Farm Sim a lot right now, and for me not to get burned out, I need to just play whatever I'm most interested in at the time. I did put out another video for Factorissimo last week, I think it was, but yeah, I haven't done much with it lately, but I'm gonna keep it going. Yeah, right now I've been playing this more than anything else. And not only that, but I've actually picked up quite a few new viewers by playing Farm Sim, because I haven't done that in a while. In the past, when I was doing Farm Sim series on YouTube, not streaming, just the YouTube videos, I had a lot of viewers that were really enjoying it, and they weren't into Factorio so much. And I still get people asking about, when I'm about doing Farm Sim stuff, so it would be nice if it was like the same group of people that liked Farm Sim and Factorio, but they do seem to be somewhat distinct audiences. What is Factorio? That is it's kind of a sandbox factory building game, which is probably my favorite game of all time, if I had to name one. And that is, when I started doing YouTube, it was pretty much exclusively Factorio stuff. Check it out. It's a fantastic game. I love it. It's got a lot of very diehard fans. I think it's one of the highest rated games ever on Steam. Oh, that's cool, Alex. Yeah, if you're new to Factorio and you're interested in it, I would recommend looking for my series. It was the version 1.0 tutorial series. That's like a really good introduction to the game. I've done other series after that, but they were, more modded games, and where I don't necessarily explain everything in as much detail. But take a look at the tutorial series if you're interested and see if it catches your interest. Alright, you know what? Let's check on... Okay. Not full yet. I just wanted to see how the worker was doing on stones so that we can make sure we empty it when it's full. No, Ghost Child. That's actually one of the nice things about Factorio is it's pretty easy to run. It's not. It'll run on low end computers. It's not super heavy graphics intensive like Farm Sim is. Now, when you get, it's really more CPU intensive than graphics intensive. I'll put it that way. Like once you get if you get to the point where you have a really big factory running, it can start to slow down the game. But it'll run on just about any computer. Even if you don't have a discrete graphics card, you'll be able to run it decently. Like on a laptop or whatever. Okay, only a few more trees to deal with here. Thankfully. I hate it when that happens. No, I just want you to disappear, buddy. See, like those little pieces of wood? See how they just disappear? That's what I want you to do. Alright, we'll probably have to come back and deal with that stump after the plow goes over it. Alright, let's see if I can get it now. Oh. There we go. Yeah, Oxygen Not Included is a great game too. There's a lot of good games out there, but those are the type of games that I generally specialize in, or the non-action games. I enjoy the thinking games more than the action games these days. Not as dexterous as I used to be. Let's just get rid of these trees all in one go, so I don't have to keep stopping. Oh, okay. I've seen SnowRunner. That looks like a cool game. That's is that kind of like Spin Tires? Spin Tires was a game that I played a little bit. That was pretty neat. Where you basically just have to drive vehicles through difficult terrain. Oh, okay. I used to play some Truck Simulator too. Forza Horizon. That's a racing game, isn't it? Yeah. I like racing games too. I did iRacing for a little while. That was really neat. But eventually I got rid of my steering wheel setup because it just... The problem is if like you're into those driving games, you almost need a second PC, because once you set up the wheel and the pedals and everything, you can't really use your computer for anything else because all that crap's in the way all the time, you know. Same with flight sims. Like, I'd really like to do flight sim, but it's like, if you're going to do it, you practically need a dedicated setup. I mean, I guess you could just play with a joystick, but... Alright. Okay, let's put him out of his misery here. What is going on? Oh, okay, well he's full anyway, so let's go empty these stones. Let's see if we can get him rolling again. Oh, okay. Forza is like Gran Turismo for Xbox. Gotcha. Yeah, I've heard of the game. I don't think I've ever played it. I have played Gran Turismo. And I think this is currently deactivated, so let's turn this... Let's get the production turned on here. Yeah. Actually, that line machine creates some passive income because it's got solar panels. But you know, I turned it off. Or I turned off the production because I didn't have any stones to process. I wonder if that turns off the... I wonder if that turns off the solar panel production as well. Maybe I ought to just leave it turned on all the time. Alright, can you go now? There we go. Alright. Oh, it does. Okay. That's good to know. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea, Alex. I was actually thinking about getting Farm Sim for... Well, my son has a PlayStation 4. I was thinking about buying it for PlayStation 2 so that I could, you know, play Farm Sim in the living room when we're sitting around as a family. But I don't really want to spend another $70 on it. Alright, so I think once I get this plowing job done, I think I probably will restart the game here so that I can get that better rock picker mod. So we can finish that job more quickly, because it's going to take a while to get this field done otherwise. Oh, okay. You have like one of those membrane keyboards. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. So you have like the wireless Mac keyboard. Well, yeah, that's not I don't particularly enjoy that style of keyboard, although I will say that the Mac keyboards are probably the best keyboards of that type that you can get, so they're pretty good, but yeah, it does take some getting used to. It's hard to find, yeah, like for me it's hard to find the keys without looking at them. Yeah, I love mechanical keyboards. Yep. Yeah, I used to have an iMac as well. I really liked it. It was just always a little bit underperforming for games. So I went back to a PC for gaming. Hey, Tractor Man, how are you? And Grill Munster, thanks for watching me on YouTube. Glad you could make it here. And thanks for the follow, Cute Clouds. Oh, really? Oh, the $3,000 one? Yeah. Well, that's good. Yeah, I upgraded my MacBook this past year. We use that for all of our family photos and all that sort of stuff, or when I just want to do some computer work sitting on the couch and stuff. And my previous one I think I got it in 2012 or something, and it was still running pretty good, but it was getting to the point where it was starting to be a little too slow. So I upgraded to a new model, and it's a great machine. Tractor Man, you're fixing real-life farm equipment. Really? So are you a mechanic by trade, or are you a farmer taking care of your own equipment? Oh, okay, Alex. See you later. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time. Oh. Okay. We're done with the plow. Let's take a look. Yeah. Look at the size of that field, baby. That is nice. Now I think I got one little tuft of grass up here that got missed because of a stump. So let me just go clean that up real quick. Oh, okay. That's cool. And what type of product are you making on your farm, Tractor Man? What am I going to plant here? That's a good question. I haven't decided yet. Let's see. All right, so I put barley on this field, and this should give me more than enough barley to take care of my chickens for another year. So I don't think I need any more barley. Wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. I put barley on this field. This field was barley. Yeah, so this field I planted barley. Yeah, and that'll definitely be more than enough to take care of the chickens and then some. So we can look at the crop calendar here. Day's almost over here, so I don't think we really have time to plant anything else this season. Since the only thing we could really do at this point are wheat or barley. We missed canola. So I think I'll probably just wait for the spring. And in the spring we have a lot of options. Well, we have more options. We can do oats. I don't have a planter yet. Maybe we could get one. But without a planter, I can do oats and sorghum. And I guess that's it. We can do oats or sorghum. Actually, let's check our equipment. Oh, okay, Tractor Man, you're doing dairy and grain. Very cool. That's what I'm planning to do on this farm as well. Dairy and grain. I want to get to the point that I can make cakes. Well, that's the chickens will help with that too, but let's see. Does this say... I guess there's no way to see what you can plant with the seeders, right? Well, I can go hook up to the seeder and let's see what our options are. I know it can plant other stuff besides just those few that I saw, but maybe I need to buy a planter so I can do soybeans and stuff. Let's put the plow away and then we'll take a look. Oh, I need to lower it first. There we go. Okay, got launched into the air a little bit. All right, yeah. So let's hook up to our seeder and see what it lets me plant because I don't remember everything. But so far we've just been doing wheat, barley, and canola. So I would like to do something a little different. I know we can do oats and we can do sorghum. Let's see if there are any other options available to us with this piece of equipment. Okay. Yeah, so there's wheat, barley, oats, canola. Oh, I can do soybeans with this. Okay. And sorghum. And then there's oilseed radish and grass. Okay. Whoopsie daisy. No, don't do that. Nope. I don't want you to do that. Please stop. Get yourself folded back up there, fella. Ouch. Sorry to hear about that, Grill Monster. That's bad news. Yeah, so for dairy, yeah, we'll probably want to do corn for chaff. Either that or grass. I don't know if... because we're going to need grass anyway, so... although I think, if I'm not wrong, I think in the game, I think you get more silage from corn than you do from grass, right? I mean, for in the same amount of land, I mean. I could be wrong about that, but I think that was the case in previous versions. Yeah, I would need to buy a planter, and I would need a header. Oh, and of course, if I'm going to make chaff, yeah. If I'm going to make chaff, then I need a forage harvester. Yeah, so that's a big investment. All right. Let's go sell this. Let's sell this rock picker, and let's get the modded version loaded up. Okay, it's turned off already. Good. Bit of a bumpy ride. I thought this JCB had a better suspension. Oof. There we go. I guess it was just the rocks and the furrows in the field. Hey, Argy Jimp, how are you? Or Argy Jim P, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Oh, that's cool. Do you play multiplayer with your wife? That would be fun. Alright, so we'll take this to the shop. I'll sell it there, since I'll have to pick up a new one anyway. We'll get a little bit more money for it. Alright, eggs are coming along. So, yeah, the forage harvesters to turn corn into chaff are pretty expensive. So it's not something we'll do right away. Oh, Argy, the episode 8 is... I have it uploaded to YouTube, but it was still processing as of last night, so that's why I haven't published it yet. But it should be out later today. And then I'll put this one up as soon as I can as well. So that hopefully I'll have YouTube with all the latest videos before the next stream so that people can be caught up. Yeah, I know I haven't been too good with that thus far. And there's usually, well, up until now, there's often been like one stream that's not on YouTube yet by the time I stream the next time. So I'll try to do a better job at keeping that current, so that if you do come to a stream, you would have had the opportunity to see everything on YouTube. If you don't want to wait, you can watch episode 8 on my Twitch channel. The video is there as well, but they disappear from Twitch after a couple weeks. Okay, so we'll sell the Scorpio. That got us 27 grand. Okay, so let's save the game. And I'm going to quit, so you guys are going to get a black screen for a minute or two. And then I'll load up the modded rock pickers. And we'll replace it with that. Now, normally when you exit a game in Farming Simulator, it should take you back to the main menu. And if you're playing on one of the vanilla maps and you don't have a lot of mods loaded like I do, that usually works. But for some reason with No Man's Land, it seems to always crash the game when I exit. So, all right, yeah, here we go. So it's this Iconic Stone Pickers is the mod that I got. I don't remember where I got it from. It's not on the Mod Hub. I got it from, from one of the many third-party websites. Okay. And I'll show you what's included there. Hey, Doris. She didn't run away from me that time. Okay. Yeah, so this gives you a few different options. The main capability this adds is the ability to increase the capacity so that you can carry more stones. And then you can also change the colors and stuff. But the thing I'm really interested in is the Scorpio XL, which, as you can see, has a 9-meter working width. And it has a 29 kph working speed versus the 15 kph, right? And 5.5 meters. So it's a little over 50% wider and twice as fast. Okay, and then on top of that, we can configure it to hold up to 1,000 cubic meters of stone. But that adds a considerable amount of cost, doesn't it? So I don't think we're going to do that. Maybe we'll be happy with 10 cubic meters. Oh, you know what? I didn't check the power requirement. I think it's the same as vanilla. Yeah, 120 horsepower. Okay, yeah. So we can run it with this vehicle with no problem. Now, I don't know if I don't think that the XL version actually exists in real life. I could be wrong about that, but I think it's I think this is a mod mainly just done to improve the gameplay experience and make picking up rocks go a lot faster. Hey, thank you for the sub. Appreciate that. Appreciate your support. I'm going to have to wrap up in a few minutes. But we'll at least be able to see how this baby works before we finish for the day. And then I'll get episode 8 published to YouTube later for anyone who hasn't seen that yet. All right, and I think I can cut around the pond here to get to my field. Let's try not to go in the water. Whoops. Okay. This JCB turns really quickly. Sometimes a little too quick. Okay. Let's check this out, see how it runs. Oh yeah. Much better. All right. Yeah, this will make pretty quick work of the field here. And then obviously the increased capacity make it so that we don't need to unload it as often, so that'll speed things up as well. But yeah, so we got about 50% more width and twice the speeds, which, if I'm not mistaken, makes this 3 times as fast as the other machine. Yeah, heck with this. I might just start plowing every year. I wonder if we can sell lime anywhere. Or stones. I don't think there's anything you can do with stones in the game besides make lime from it. Well, and even that, I don't know. Is there a sell point for stones? You plow every year? Do you mean in the game or in real life? Well, like I was saying before, the nice thing about plowing in the game is that you don't get weeds the year that you plow. You know, so if you plow every year, you don't have to worry about spraying for weeds ever. Although I think spraying for weeds is probably faster than picking up stones. Oh, you do it by hand in real life? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure. Well, and I think probably also in the real world, you make a new field, you get the stones out of it, and you probably don't see the same amount of stones every single time you plow like you do in the game, right? I imagine that eventually you get rid of most of the stones and then you're done. Oh, potato farm, really? That's pretty cool. That's some pretty specialized equipment there for potato farming. Oh, really? Okay. You have a pretty short season in Maine, don't you? Oh, okay. With Lumberjack mod, you can delete... Oh, okay. So what, like if you get like the red, if you get the red circle before you cut down the tree, you can just delete the whole tree instead of only the stump? I haven't tried that. Yeah, that might be a good way to go too, instead of bothering to sell the wood. I guess we could test it out quickly enough. Maybe I'm doing it the hard way. Why don't we test it? I'll try it on one of these trees next to the field here. They're probably going to get in the way at some point anyway. If it lets me. I'm not sure if I own the land that that tree is sitting on. Let's give that a try. Oh, you know what? It might not work on these small trees, though. Because I never get the red circle on the small trees. Let's try it on one of the large ones. Do I get the red circle? No. Yeah, I don't know. You might be right. If you can do that, I'm not quite sure how to do it. I'll have to... Oh, okay. Yeah, let me know if you're aware of how it works. But yeah, if I could just delete those small trees in one step, that would make things a lot easier. Because they're not really worth selling. Because there's so little wood there. And as it is now, I need to cut it down, remove the stump, and then make at least 3 more cuts to make it disappear. But if I can do that in one step, that would be great. Oh, that's cool. What game do you normally stream? Oh, okay. Is Star Citizen anything like EVE Online? I'm not too familiar with that game. But I do play EVE a lot. I never stream it though because it's... operational security. EVE's not really that good for streaming because it's easy to get killed by people watching your stream. They see the expensive ship you're flying and what you have in it, and they can see where you are. And go and pop you for loot. My EVE activities wouldn't be that interesting anyway. I do a lot of hauling in EVE with freighters and jump freighters. It's not the most exciting activity to watch. It's not even exciting to do that sometimes. Make pretty good money with it, though. Oh, okay. Hey, K-Mac. How are you? Doing good. We're just trying out this this modded rock picker that I just bought. It's 50% wider and twice as fast. We just bought plot 27, and we turned it into one big field. So we got the plowing done, and I'm just picking up the stones now. And once I'm done with the stone picking, I'm going to have to call it a day. Almost done. But we're going to get a lot of grain off this field. I'm pretty excited about that. That'll be a good money maker. Alright, and so my next endeavor here... oh, I turned on the worker by mistake. Whoops. Sorry about that. My next endeavor here will be to set up a grain mill and a bakery so that we can use at least some of our grain to set up a production chain. That'll get us more profit. I mean, not factoring in the production costs and the cost of the buildings. If you turn your grain into bread instead of selling it directly, you get about double the income from it. Now you do have to wait, because you have to wait for the grain to get turned into flour, and then you have to wait for the flour to get turned into bread, and then you have to, pick up the pallets of bread, take them to the shop. So, there's extra work and there's extra time involved. And with the size of the farm that we've got now, I don't think that a single grain mill and a single bakery might not be able to keep up with all the production that we have. But, it'll add some interesting elements to the game, and it will give us some additional profits. So, yep. Oh, you have to press the Alt key to get the red line. Okay, let me try that. We'll try to delete a tree right now and see if we can get that to work. Thanks for checking that. I appreciate it. Okay, this is the last bit of rocks. Alright. Oh. And I didn't pick them up because it wasn't lowered. Let's try that again. Now it's the last bit of rocks. There we go. Okay. Let's try the tree deletion. Alt. Alright. That's not working for me. Let's try it on a big tree. I wonder why that's not working for me. Maybe it's the other Alt. Okay, so this would delete the whole tree, right? Oh, maybe I just... Do I just need to hold it vertical? Okay, yeah, now I see the red line. Ah, okay. Nice. Okay, that's great. That's going to help a lot. Well, next time we make a field, it's going to help a lot. Yeah, thanks. Appreciate that. I didn't know that. Okay, let's dump off. Whoopsie daisy. Okay. Turn that off. Yeah, sometimes lumberjack bugs me out like that a little bit, but yeah, right. Yeah, that's a good option for when we just want to get rid of trees, which really on this map or on this playthrough anyway, I'm not real interested in getting into wood related production. I just want to get rid of trees so they're not in the way of my fields and my buildings, right? So that way I don't have to fuss around with selling the wood and everything. Okay, and that's going to give me a lot of lime. Let's see how we're doing here. Wow, yeah, I've got I've got almost 67,000 liters of lime stored up in here. Yep, so that should be more than enough to take care of that field, which is this one right here. So that's definitely the largest field we've got now. Oh, you know what? I need to go and get the stone picker up there on the top. I forgot about that. I'll do that offline. But yeah, I need to line that field. I may do that offline as well. You guys have seen me spread lime quite a few times already. So yeah, so I think that's gonna. Yeah, yeah. The 1,000 cubic meters option was like $500,000 too. So I don't know. I'm not sure what use one might have for that, but that's pretty crazy. But anyway, yeah, that's going to wrap it up for me today. So thanks a lot, everybody, for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Thanks a lot for the support. Take care.